Catch me every morning, every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hayesy on Nova.
Hey, welcome to the podcast where we just knuckle down, we drill down on the most important topics, and that is how often do happy couples have...
Ooh.
I said sex. You're uncomfortable saying that word, but this is the podcast.
I don't.
So
It is the podcast. I normally say mummy and daddy time when we're on air, but this is the podcast. Yeah, how often are you rooting?
You said the R word. That's too extreme even for the podcast.
Oh, is it? Are you sure? Do we have to bleep it? Okay. Fine.
Too late now. Enjoy. Here at Nova, and particularly on Jody and Hayesy, we like to answer the big questions. For example, how often do happy couples have sex? That's what you want to know. Yeah.
How often are they doing it?
2,000 couples in happy long-term relationships have revealed how often they actually get it on. They found that the couples who had been together for a minimum of 10 years had sex 7 times a month on average. That's almost twice a week.
Right. Twice a week?
Almost twice a week. Oh, what?
Me.
Whoops, didn't mean to press that sound effect. I'll go with the other one. Nup seems to be stuck. Almost 2 times a week.
No way. Who's got the energy for that? I've always said that mummy daddy time is like going for a run around the block. Like
it's painful.
Yeah, you don't want to
get a stitch.
You don't
is that
want,
what you're saying?
No, you don't want to do it, but then afterwards it feels pretty good.
Oh, you feel pretty good. You hate yourself during it. That's what I'm saying. Feels much better afterwards. Yeah. All right, just imagine yourself in this situation wherever you are. I mean, 13 24 10 or even at text 0400 919 919. Where do you sit on this scale? Because I think Jody and I can safely say that we're in a particular bracket, particularly given the earliness of this job, but also 8-month pregnant wife who I can only imagine. And I'm thinking from Cara's point of view, of course.
Yeah.
If I was in Cara's position, I couldn't think of anything worse.
No.
Me all over you. Get off me. Brush your teeth, you big sicko.
You do go through a stage, though, when you're pregnant that you do get a little bit toey.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't last long.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you really get over it. And then, of course, you have children, and then the possibility of being able to relax to be doing the deed.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't, and like... I always say to my husband, are you joking? There are little people everywhere in this house. No.
Yeah.
Categorically not.
So has there been some sort of incident in the Oddie household where potentially one of the kids has been scarred for a lifetime?
Absolutely. Absolutely there has. There was one occasion.
I don't know this is coming.
There was one occasion when Peyton walked in and she was like, what are you doing, Mum and Dad? And Greg said, I'm just looking for my sock.
Yeah, and then Peyton said, we're not going to find it there, Dad. Which was outrageous. See, I remember I'm so scared of it as well because that was one of my most distinct childhood memories.
Oh, no.
So I remember finding a little tree frog in the toilet. And I was like...
You, of course, grew up on a farm. Let's point this out.
Yeah, so there's frogs and all sorts of wild animals all over the place. But this particular tree frog, I just remember going, I need to show Dad. I have to show Dad. And I remember going in and forcing the door open, thinking it's so strange that there's a chair blocking it. Got my way through and then still didn't really understand what was going on. But it was a frog. It was a frog that was absolutely shocked out of its life. You should have heard it. The frog was like, take me back to the toilet. Take me back to the toilet.
Coincidentally, your dad was showing your mum his tree frog.
The frog was like, you're not going to find it there, Bill.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist or the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Because sometimes, Joe, you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, particularly mixed with daylight savings, my brain is just scrambled. What are the bits of news that we need to know?
Let us just sort that out for you this morning, I think.
Okay. Top 3 bits of news that we, in our opinions, professionally,
Yeah.
that we think you need to know. And let's start with the guru, the best, and that is newsreader Abby. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning. Obviously, we had a big thunderstorm across the night, so if you're heading to work, you might want to leave a little bit earlier because we have a heap of power outages across the city. So there's still 25,000 homes and businesses without power, but it's also impacting a heap of traffic lights across the city, all the way from Hackham, Noarlunga and up to Port Adelaide Regency Park. So if you are driving on the roads, just be careful. I still don't have a figure for how many lightning strikes there were, but I'll try and get that once the Bureau wakes up and wants to answer my call. But yeah, it was a pretty wild night, and your dogs may not have been affected, but mine were. So shout out to Tank and Tori for keeping me up all night.
What did your little sausage dogs do?
So they came and ran around. Before I even heard anything, they ran around and I could hear them whining at my window, and I thought, oh, that's weird. And then all of a sudden there was this massive bang, and because I was home on my own, I absolutely crapped myself. And then I had to go and get them and bring them inside, and they slept with me because I was scared.
Did they shiver, the little sausage dogs?
They were pretty, I let them in and they were losing their minds. Yeah.
Dear.
I tell you what, any excuse for Tori to make some noise.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
She almost got run over the other week because she ran out and started barking at a family walking past. So I'm selling her, in the process of selling her now.
Cool.
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Very good.
Newsy.
Craig McRae is a dad again. I'm just doing a little bit of research here. I think it's for the third time.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he was previously married, and then he had 2 kids there, and then he had a new baby on Saturday.
Yeah.
Grand final day.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, and guess what Craig McRae has called his little baby?
Jeez. I can't even.
Maggie.
Maggie.
And then
Magpie.
What a fitting name.
I know. I didn't make that connection when I first heard it this morning. I was like, Maggie, that's a cute name. And then I thought of The Simpsons. And then someone said, hang on, as in Magpie. And I went,
Magpie.
oh, God.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe there's some rumours as well that if Chris Fagan was to have a baby on the same day, he was probably going to call his child, whether it was a boy or girl, Rory. Because of the Lions act.
Yeah, I got
You get it?
Yeah, no, we got it.
It's not joke off yet, Hayesy.
Sorry, I'm just warming up.
Hang in there.
Shout out to his wife, though. She went to the celebrations, obviously, after they won the grand final. So she'd given birth in the morning and then was dressed and hair done and, what an amazing woman.
Oh, my God.
Very gosh, that's
Goodness me.
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
yeah.
Although I did go a couple of days after I had one of my many children. I went to a wedding up in the hills.
Did you? Okay.
That's an effort and a half.
Should you have done that?
I'd had some drugs, so I was okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean, let's not do anything that's going to get you put in jail.
Oh,
but,
no.
I mean, we're such an open space here. We get it, but careful, Joe.
Newsy.
Oh, what have you
Good
got?
wedding, though. It's my turn. I was just thinking about Jodie at the wedding. Guess who's gets set to tour North America and a few other countries as part of her Christmas tour?
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Only about a month and a bit until we hear this song reasonably frequently.
Oh, my goodness.
It's defrosting as we speak.
Steve Frosting.
It's just been taken out the freezer.
Oh, my goodness.
If you can
What
help
about-
us out with some stats, I mean, if anyone knows the sort of royalties that she makes in such a short amount of time from that song per year,
Yeah.
that would be a fun stat, I reckon.
Phenomenal. But what about that first time when you walk into Coles at the Avenues and you go, oh, God, there it is.
Here it is.
Here it is. There's
Wow.
Mariah.
It starts and it's like, you're like, oh no, get it off.
Oh, no.
There you go.
And then it just makes you want to do your weekly grocery shop that much quicker so you can get out.
Yeah,
All right,
some buy less, it's good.
here's some stats for you. Some estimate that she makes up to $3 million per year. By 2023, she's likely earned over $75 million from the song alone.
There you go.
From one song.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom. And also, Abs, that's why you're the best.
Thank you.
You just had those stats locked away in your brain.
Yeah.
Just
Google
ready for it to go.
tells you everything you need to know.
If she is that rich, why did she marry that Packer guy?
Well, because he's gorgeous.
Okay,
News.
Do you reckon the words James Packer and gorgeous have ever been used in the same sentence?
not overly. That's the first time.
That's what you get with post snooze news.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
Traditionally on a Monday, but we thought No, the joke off's not getting a week off.
No,
Let's just shift it over to a Tuesday.
she doesn't get to rest, that's for sure. I'm working on the theory this morning that if you throw enough shizen at a wall, some of it will stick. So I'm going to go with a couple of jokes just to see if one of them lands, Andrew Hayes. You ready?
Well, usually it's about quality over quantity,
Nah.
but here we are.
Not today. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, the world tongue twister champion just got arrested, and I hear they're going to give him a really tough sentence.
Do you get it?
I get it.
Okay,
Sentences in constructed sentence. All right, number two.
One more stupid one, and then you guys can pick your favourite. I don't mind. All right. I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around.
Okay. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. There's some real dad vibes. for your jokes this morning.
That's okay. It's all right. That's how I'm feeling after the weekend.
Don't mind
Dad
that.
vibey.
So we might build up to Abby's because we're hearing on the grapevine that could be a bit of a corker.
It's a little
A
spicy.
little bit spicy for Tuesday, which is nice. Guys, I've got a mate who's in and out of love, always searching for the right one. He actually sent me this text the other day. He said, sad news. I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine because I was seeing another girl named Claire Lee. But the good news is that I can see Claire Lee now Lorraine is gone.
Andrew Hayes, that's some good work from you. I reckon that might be your best one yet.
Oh, really? And got a mild laugh from Abby. That's your best work there. Sort of half.
All right. hit
Okay.
us.
So, guys, my boyfriend said to me over the weekend that adult cuddles are better on holidays.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a bit disappointing to get a postcard from him while he was away.
That was good. That was well done. Good delivery too.
Yeah, it was
nice.
good.
We're getting better.
Oh, we're getting better.
6 months in, she's cottoned on. It's all about the delivery.
All right, send us a text. Your best joke. Kick us off on a Tuesday. 0400 919 919. Of course, you can call us 13 24 10. Tom Renner's away.
Yeah, he's in Bali.
How dare he?
I'm going to step up.
Yeah.
Give you a sports wrap next.
Oh, nice. And Rennie's done that thing too, that really irritating thing where he posts his tropical holiday pictures
Yeah.
and we're all like, oh.
Yeah, get over
Grow
it, mate.
up.
Seriously, grow up. Well said, Abs.
The Weekend Sports Wrap with Andrew Horse Hayes.
Oh, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
Don't know.
Already it started in a really, really positive spot.
Don't know who slipped the horse in there, but anywho.
Pretty sure that was Zoe.
Yeah.
Oh, my very goodness. What a weekend it was. Let's talk about the
How
Pies.
sweet it is! Collingwood win the grand final!
A
enough of
lot of
that.
people singing that over the weekend. There's Pies supporters absolutely everywhere, particularly in all the cracks and crevices.
Yeah.
And they came out of nowhere.
Like little cockroaches.
Oh, like little
scuttling around.
cockies just coming out of nowhere. So congratulations to the Pies. Got to say, that was a perfect game of football.
It was an unbelievable grand final and it was so tense the entire game. And you just thought no one knew which way it was going to swing. However, I will say, how on earth that umpire called advantage when there was none in the dying stages of that game.
Yeah.
I don't reckon enough's been spoken about that.
Oh, I think people are getting sick of whacking the umpires because it's like, what are we going to do? We're just going to whack the umpires each and every week. This is what I'll say about that. So I used to always be like, oh, just give them a bit of a break. And now it's hard not to give them a bit of a break. But why don't you whack the AFL instead? They should be feeding the umpires more money so they don't have to do this mixed with their other jobs. They can be like the other professional sports where it's your full-time job to be a professional umpire.
It's a good point. And without the umpires, there is no game.
Exactly right. Well said, Jodes. And saying that, bloody umpires. Seriously, how hard is it? The other thing we need to talk about as well, of course, is the entertainment. Somewhat, I'd say controversial that Kiss were on board.
You reckon?
I loved it. It just sort of gave you vibes that maybe you'd be like, okay, it's still a big act because it's Kiss,
Yeah.
but they're obviously potentially, and I say this with all due respect, past their prime, and you wondered if they were just going to go up there and you go, what did we just pay for? Did we just get another repeat of Meatloaf?
No, yeah. I thought it was, I'm not really a massive Kiss fan, but I just thought the entertainment value was spectacular. And just to have all those kids out there, I just think, what an experience for those little ones to
Yeah.
be performing dressed up as Kiss on grand final day. That's
Yeah.
something that will live with them forever.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kids absolutely made it. Halftime entertainment, of course. Hunters and Collectors. Mark Seymour, very, very good. I'm not sure about the pairing with him and Kate Miller-Heidke.
You were pretty harsh about that during the song.
Yeah. So here's the filtered version. I just don't think that their tones met like they would if it was more of a, let's say, rocker chick.
Sure, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You're allowed to have your own opinion on that.
Let's go to our Abs in the newsroom. Abby, no doubt you would have cast your judgmental eye over the entertainment.
Yeah, I'm with you for once. I agree with you on that.
Such a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, Kate Miller-Heidke, I've seen her in concert and she does have an amazing voice. Like, she's beautiful, but I think on her own, like, she's great on her own. And, yeah, I didn't think it was a good pairing.
It was like, the Holy Grail. Like that.
Wow.
Goodness me.
But Kiss, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
I had to sort of rock away in the car because I was still driving at that point. But, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Theme song coming out of Brisbane as we speak. That is all the Brisbaneites saying goodbye to an AFL premiership and an NRL premiership.
My heart is crushed for them.
I know. You and I have both spent some time in Queensland. My mum's down from Brisbane and, she was devastated on the weekend.
Oh, my gosh.
Because when they lost the AFL, she's like, Broncos will win tomorrow, which they look like doing.
Yes.
Until the last however long.
Yeah, but the Broncos were overwhelmingly not favourites. Like, Penrith is supposed to do that easy. But there you go. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Good weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, if you get a big old fat bill as well that you want us to pay because you overdid it on the weekend, hopefully you've registered via the Nova Play and we could give you a call next.
Yep.
It's Jody and Hayesy.
Jody and Hayesy. Song.
Yeah, look, if we were keeping score, then the score would be 9-3. And I know what you're thinking out there, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell did I drop 3? I'll tell you what, though, the pressure that comes with this unbelievable streak that I've just been on, it's just, so now I'm starting to feel like, oh man, I've got to deliver each and every week. This is what it feels like to be guys like LeBron James.
Yeah, right.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
You just assume greatness every single time.
Yeah, right.
I'm just getting the feeling as well that no one's going for me.
No one is.
Especially in
but
this
also,
room.
if you're sitting in your car thinking how stupid I am for not being able to play this game, can you just? It is very different sitting here behind the microwave.
Oh my gosh! It's already 1-0. Jody, what's that fluffy thing in front of you? Microwave.
Shut up. Okay, I'm just saying there's a lot of pressure sitting here. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut me some slack.
Okay, well, let's go to Glenelg. Beverly, are you confident being on Jody's team?
Absolutely confident, Jody. We've got this.
Oh,
Just take a deep breath. We've got it.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you.
Good
That's
confidence there
very
from
kind.
Bev. I don't know if this is going to give you much confidence, Bev, but we had to have a crisis meeting during the week because of Jody's form. Like we mentioned earlier in the show, all the big dogs were there. It was headlined by Lockie Murdoch, who was not happy, by the way.
No, okay, I get it.
Said it's too one-sided.
So, do you think Beverly can help me?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Beverly could jump in at some point if I can't get it?
Yes.
Beverly, okay, your name is your buzzer, so it's Beverly and Jody
no
v
pressure.
Hayesy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you get the feeling, Bev, and don't jump in and be like, it's microwave, just jump in, okay? Let's do this. Hey, Ange from Tue Wells, who's on my side.
Hey, buddy, how are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Hey, you just sit back and enjoy the show, my friend.
Yeah, well, mate, the pressure's on now, mate. You're talking yourself up a bit. Let's walk the walk.
Thank you,
I've
Ange.
been doing it for 2 months, though. All right.
Okay, let's get into it.
I think we're ready to go. You happy, producer Zoe?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
You're nervous because you desperately want Jody to
We
win.
need it. Lockie Murdoch said. All right, so
The integrity.
as always, name is your buzzer, Nova hits, orchestralised. Bev also at the ready.
Yeah.
Let's go. Song number 1, please.
All right, let's go. Oh. I'm not getting this at all.
Bev singing along.
I know it.
Oh, I know it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
feel free to
Bev?
help, Bev. Go, Bev.
Hello?
I need a song name and an artist, Bev.
That's it.
All right, Bev, you're out. We can continue listening.
On the floor.
Come on, guys.
Oh, Jody! Starships, Nicki Minaj! Jody!
Huge start.
Ben's still singing along.
Bev's still feeling it. Nice, Bev. No, you got that one. Well done, guys. Good start.
Good. I'm really excited.
This is it. This is it.
Can we call it now?
Oh, my very goodness.
All right.
This is to win. You guys get this and
is
you
to
won.
win.
Stop it. Stop doing that. I know what you're doing.
The
that's not us.
pressure. Oh, my gosh. To end the drought. Let's go to song number
No,
2.
song number 2.
Hayesy,
Oh, Hayesy.
you don't know you're beautiful.
That's wrong.
What's that?
That's not the name of it. Jody.
Yes, it is.
It's not quite the name, Hayesy.
It's not the name.
Jody.
Beautiful, One Direction.
Oh, still not quite the name.
That's what makes you beautiful? Can you give me that?
No, no. So, One Direction, that's what makes you beautiful. Oh!
No.
See, unfortunately,
No.
correct me if I'm wrong. No, correct me if I'm wrong. If you say the wrong answer, you're done. You can't then jump in with the right answer.
Andrew, you're
Yeah?
still wrong.
What is it?
What makes you beautiful?
Oh,
I'm not paying it.
technicalities.
You were both close. I'm not paying it. It's still 1-0.
Technicalities, right? I'm going for a draw now.
Yeah.
Still got a
Draw
golden
or a win.
chance here,
Jodes,
ladies.
there's still a chance for a win right
Still
now.
a golden chance. Oh, here we go.
I'm nervous.
Last song.
Song 3.
Hayesy. Sorry, let me pull that down there. Sorry. It's
Buzz him out.
Oh, 3.
2,
1. You're out,
Olivia.
Jody.
Okay.
You got anything?
Well, can you
Keep
play
going,
the
keep
song?
Oh, sorry. Can I have another go? She doesn't get it. Oh, this is embarrassing because I now know what it is.
Come on, Beverly.
The pressure. I've got nothing. I'm still on the first song.
Can you please turn it up so I can actually hear the song?
This is a hard one.
The cat to ask.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter. It's Olivia Rodrigo.
It is. It's Olivia Rodrigo, but that makes it 1-0 for me, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Do I win? I win. Jody wins.
Just incredible scenes here. They thought it would never happen.
Oh my God! I'm the Penrith Panthers. I've come from nowhere to
You're not
win
the Penrith Panthers, mate, because they always win. All right. Like it's somehow you're Sir George Illawarra winning the grand final. That's what it is.
Oh, Beverly, we got there. Thanks for
Thank
your
you,
contribution
everyone.
early too, where you just went da 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 da.
Yeah. I got nothing, people. Nothing. Oh my God.
Ange, I'm so sorry.
Mate, I'll tell you what, Hayesy, you got to start less talking, more answering, mate. Come on.
Absolutely.
Hey?
Right.
What's the score now, guys? I don't think he remembers now. What's the score?
No, it's still quite comprehensive there. But
9-4. That's
9-4.
okay, Ange. This is
Jody,
Yes?
Jody, keep doing what you're doing, mate. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Ange.
More fans.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Who would have thought?
Not me.
No, not me. Gee, not me. Had a lot of money riding on this as well. We've brought newsreader Abby into the studio. Good morning to you, Abs.
Good morning.
Because you are the victim. I feel like we've all been the victim in this particular team of sometimes where people just spell your name wrong. And you're such a
Correct.
lovely, lovely soul that you just keep quiet. You just digest that anger and you wouldn't be vocal about it at all, I wouldn't have thought.
And there would be no expression on your face either.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, for the longest time, I was spelling Abby's name ABBIRBF. Of course, RBF standing for resting bitch face.
Technically, that's correct, though, because I do have RBF. Anyway, so basically, my name gets spelt, it's ridiculous, ABBY, ABBIE, which obviously you can spell Abby like that.
Yeah.
I've had like ABEEY. I've had ABI,
Oh, my God.
I've had some pearlers. But the funny thing is that Mum and Dad, when they named us, everyone was like, oh, so what are you naming them? And they took days to actually announce what our names were because they went home and they sat down and they wrote them out to make sure that, you couldn't stuff them up.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, that backfired.
So there you go. So I would always get, if it's Hayesy, it is Hayesy. People get they put the Y and the S and the E and the S around the wrong way, which I don't really understand. Not a big deal, but Jodie, you get yours said the wrong way all the time.
Well, Jodie can be Jodi, Jody, or as mine spelt Jodie. But I only get annoyed when it's people I've worked with for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And they misspell my name. I had a boss once that continually, like the big boss, misspelt my name, and I'm like, is that like symbolic of how I am to this company or how important I am to this company?
It feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And up until June as well, I actually thought it was Josie.
Did you?
I think you're right, Jodie. It's the respect thing. If you work with somebody and you're emailing them constantly, fine. That's like PR people when they email me. Fine if they get it wrong. If they go like a blind email, get it wrong off the bat,
that's fine. Yeah,
but then you're going to email back and it's going to have your signature there.
Yeah.
And it says your name there. So double check. People
also, if someone's asking me to do something, it's like you're sending me this email and you're misspelling my name, but you want me to do you a favour.
Yeah,
It's like you don't even have the courtesy to check.
Yeah. You started poorly, haven't you? I know for our producer Zoe as well.
Yeah.
Can I give you the hot tip? If you throw a Y on the end of ZOE, she will absolutely launch into a different stratosphere.
This reminded me of a story that 10 News First did at Prospect not so long ago. And there was no journalist there. There was just the most beautiful cameraman in the world. He's amazing. His name's Matt Bonza. He puts out fires and he flies planes. He's so...
He's a fireman and a pilot.
Yes, he is.
Is he single?
No, very much not single. Anyway, as is customary, when you interview someone, you get them to say their name on camera first, okay? And so you can get the spelling right and you can't mess it up. Have a listen to this woman spell out her name.
Again, just tell me what's your name?
My name is Samanthi Rajakaruna.
Would you spell that, please?
Yes. Do you want my full name?
Yes.
Yes. My full name is Kumar Singh Samanthi Pereira Rajakaruna. KUMARASINGHE SAMANTHI PERERA RAJAKARUNA. It's a long name.
And by that stage, Matt's on the ground convulsing.
Okay, so surely wouldn't have a stage name. Let's condense that. We're sorry, but we're in Australia and we condense everything.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah. My mother-in-law is Indonesian, and her Australian name is Jimmy.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
Straight to the point. That works, doesn't it?
It's easier, isn't it? That way. Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
how many letters did you end up counting, producer M? How many letters there were?
There's a few in there.
I can't count that high.
Okay, right.
It's in the tens of tens, which is outrageous. 13, 24, 10. What name do you have that everyone gets wrong consistently? Because it'd be pretty frustrating. There's so many different variations of some. For example, producer Emily, I was calling her Gemily for a long time.
My sister Tamara gets camera sometimes. She gets Tamara a lot, and obviously she's like, there's no A, but she used to get camera.
Yeah.
Hello, camera. How you going?
The old camera O'Leary Crows.
13 24 10. Give us a call if people always mess up your name. Let's go to Shelley. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. Shelley, go for it. What do people get wrong?
Oh, well, for starters, my name is Shelley, obviously. For starters, they always ask me if my name is Michelle, which is a bit of a pet peeve. But they always spell my name. I've got a second E after the double L, and they always forget the E. And I've been working in the same place that I work in for the last couple of years and dealing with a big client for the last couple of years, and she always spells it without the second E, and it's my absolute pet hate when it's there in my email signature, and I'm always doing favours for them.
Yes.
Dealing with them all the time, so it drives me bonkers.
Did you say she's a big client, Shelley?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get annoyed at her. That won't end well.
Yeah.
No, probably not. I know. That's why I just needed to vent.
Yeah, also
what we're here
Shelley,
for.
she needs to show some respect for being part of the Ellie family.
Front row to the Rochelle show.
Oh, Rochelle on the telly.
Absolutely.
Oh, there it is. Let's just inject Shelley into that little family as well. Good on you, Shelley. It sounds like you're quite passionate about this.
Let's go to, Kira Lee, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Okay. How do people mess it up?
They can either spell it wrong, or if I'm on the phone, if I ring them and say my name, they call me Julie. The amount of times I've been called Julie, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to correct them.
Yeah, we just go along with it.
Because it's too hard.
Does Julie sound like Kira Lee?
Not at all.
Hopefully. All right. Thank you. Oh, gosh, it's getting worse now. Carissa, good morning.
Hi, how you going?
Good. What do you get?
Well, my name's spelt differently, so it's Karrissa. So I get every spelling under the sun, but I also get Carissa, Larissa, Clarissa, Marissa.
Everything.
Yeah.
Shmishmisha as well.
I think my biggest pet peeve is when someone messages me on Facebook or something and they spell it wrong. It's like it's right there in front of you, but you still manage to spell it wrong.
Yeah, how does that even work?
I blame my mum for giving me odd spelling of my name.
Yeah, you should have strong words with her. Goodness. How can we get this wrong, Mark?
Look, it's not my first name. It was back in primary school. I got announced as to the audience as Stroganoff instead of Stefanoff. And now trying to get rid of that name for 13 years, that is hard.
That is just the good Australian way. A slip up of the tongue, and all of a sudden you've got a nickname for life.
Delicious, but I'll take it. But
I was going to say, Mark, is there a better dish than a good stroganoff?
Look, if it's not a pie flow, we'll take a stroganoff. But we'll get what we get. We don't get upset.
Exactly right. So I tell my kids all the time. Hey, Mark Stroganoff, we're going to send you off to Zone Bowling with a $150 voucher.
Oh, legend. Thank you so much, guys.
Obviously, it gets morphs into different shorter nicknames. Obviously, Mark gets beef as well. Maybe he gets Strogsy. All those types of
Chico.
Offie. Good stuff. You got any more confusing, not even just sort of nicknames where people get it wrong? Text them through 0400 919 919 because it seems to really irritate people.
It does. It can be very triggering.
Right.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's On This Daisy.
Tuesday, this edition of On This Daisy, where we just take this beautiful, effortless little trip down memory lane so you can reconnect with the past and use it for future use. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Sure.
100%.
For example, on October the 3rd, 1969, Gwendolen Stefani was born in California. Today is her 54th birthday. Ain't no holler back girl, indeed.
Can you please explain to me if a cooler woman has ever been born on this planet?
I don't think so. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Hang on. That's a test. I get that. Apart from my wife.
Yeah, then who?
Then Jodie.
Yeah!
Oh, my gosh. Oh, we got there.
Goodness me. You cannot read cues from women, can you?
I don't know how to talk to women. 1985 Australian Formula One Grand Prix was raced for the first time in Adelaide. And then we lost it to Melbourne. How did that happen?
And no one ever really recovered.
No, they didn't. It's always the one that got away.
But then we got the V8 supercars and that was fun.
Yeah, but the Grand Prix.
Okay.
I think South Australians, there's always a sour part in their hearts when you bring up the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Well, get over it. Just kidding. We'll never let it go. 1935, the first pavlova was supposedly created by Bert Schatzis, I think, of Perth. It's named after the Russian ballet dancer Anna Pavlova.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Little Perth creation.
Oh, that's ironic because most ballet dancers don't really eat pavlovas, do they?
Yeah, I don't think there's too many sugars and creams, and it's just egg whites and sugar, isn't it?
Well,
pavlova,
have you
much.
never made one?
No.
Haven't you?
Have I never made a pavlova? Oh, not today.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever made a cake in my life.
Haven't you?
Yeah, and I seem to have got to this point in my life reasonably successfully, I would have said.
Yeah, all thanks to your wife, Cara.
That is so true. Number one song, October 3rd, 2018, Shotgun by George Ezra. He's got this really unique low voice, which is quite soothing.
It's one of those situations where you look at him and think he's really quite attractive, but also could be my son. So, that's the position we find ourselves in.
Wow. Yeah, I feel those things too.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road.
Angelina Jolie has admitted that she doesn't have any female friends.
What?
So she was interviewed in Vogue about a clothing collaboration that she's doing, and she said, I'm not really someone that has girlfriends, so this has been an interesting jump for me. She's talking about Gabriella Hearst, who's a creative director at Chloe and a collaborator on the new socially conscious fashion label, Atelier Jolie. But she's made a friend, so that's nice.
Yeah.
But she is first to say that, hey, I don't really have any girlfriends.
Wow. I wonder if she's coming on too strong. Because she doesn't really know how to handle herself in a situation where she's got her only friend. She's like, I don't want to push them away, but I want to be with them all the time. I love them. Do you know what I mean?
You don't want to seem too desperate. Point being, though, with all this, she's been painted as a husband-stealing sort of anti-woman type. Like, it's like sort of women turn up their nose at other women who don't have a lot of female friends. Like producer Zoe did this morning. when we spoke about
I was like, you're looking at me very aggressively. Yeah, if a chick doesn't have female friends, red flag. Huge, in my opinion. But in saying that, Angelina Jolie, that's unfair. The woman stealing, like the husband stealing, I'm a terrible. That's awful. That's not why she's got no friends. There's something else going on.
You just think you just think she might be a bit of a dickhead.
Maybe a wee bit. No, if you've only got male friends as a female, that's a red flag. If you're a male and you've only got female friends, that's a red flag. You want a nice little balance of both.
See, I'm just going to disagree a little bit with you because I've always gotten along really well with men.
Yes, but you also have female friends, George.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Okay.
I do, but I can understand how, female friendship is intense. Like, and it can be a really emotional experience. Like, I've fallen out with some female friends and I reckon it's potentially even more painful than going through a divorce because you're so heavily invested in each other. So I can see how some women want to protect their own hearts. Does that make sense?
For sure.
And also when you get a bit older, you're like, I got my friends. I can't be bothered making new ones.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that many friends now.
Don't you?
Just you guys.
Oh my gosh.
No,
sad addition.
Are we not best friends though? What do you say?
Besties, Hayesy.
Because I sort of get to the stage where kids, work, everything. You're right. Who's got time for it?
No, I don't have time to catch up. The amount of times I find myself in a day saying to people, "Oh yeah, we should really catch up," knowing full well you never will. So I don't know if it's necessarily a red flag. It's just sort of, life gets busy.
I think it's particularly a red flag when you're a little bit younger in your teen years, like finishing high school.
Yeah.
I went to a co-ed school. All the girls that didn't have any girlfriends, no good.
What are you saying? What was happening?
They were no good. They were bad news.
Bad news.
So I feel like earlier in your life, it's more of a red flag. Later, I guess.
Yeah, later you just my husband's my best friend,
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh, you shut up over there.
I married my best friend.